Many school districts have made the decision to start the school year remotely. When your child does go back into the classroom, there's still going to be many precautions that will need to be taken. Researcher and cardiologist Dr. Ernst von Schwartz joining us again this morning. Doctor, good to see you. And he's going to share some of the things that we should be thinking about when it comes to the time to return to school. So this is really a new normal that our kids will be facing, right?
Oh, good morning, Joe. Absolutely. We have to adapt. There is no such thing as going back to the old normal, especially for the school kids.
All right, so tell me some of the things that parents should be doing to prepare their children for a return, an eventual return to school.
Well, there's a whole bunch of things, but just remember 4 letters, DHME. D stands for distancing. So encourage your kids to keep a social distance, avoid the gathering. H stands for hygiene, so use those freaking hand sanitizers, which we use hundreds of times a day right now, but we should use them and wash our hands. And especially for the kids, keep in mind the kids play around, they touch their mouths, sometimes their eyes and so on. So it is really important to use hand sanitizers. The M stands for the masks, and we have to say this over and over again. They do protect somewhat. There's no 100% protection, but at least 40 to 30% of infections can be prevented. And the E stands for eyewear, either glasses or the shields, because just recently it was shown that there is an aerosol component of the virus, and many might get it just by touching their eyes after they contracted the virus from any surfaces.
And what I found fascinating about some of the talking points that you sent to us before, there's even talk we need to have about when the kid comes home after a day at school. Some things we should be doing to make sure that it's safe for everybody else.
Absolutely. So first of all, kids should have their temperature checked before they go into school. And ideally, the school should also provide self-COVID testing. But when the kids come home, we suggest take off your clothes, change your clothes, take off your shoes, take a shower, as we as physicians do it when we come out from the hospitals. Absolutely.
Dr. Ernst von Schwartz, thank you for joining us this morning. A fascinating topic. Real quick, I also want to ask you about something that we've kind of seen lately, and it's these, I guess, these theories that have been thrown out about coronavirus and the dangers of kind of the mistrust of some of these things that have been talked about. What do you tell people when they ask you about some of these conspiracy theories that are out there?
Well, I personally don't believe in any of those. I think some people might have a valid point, but look, I mean, there's a virus. We had to deal with viruses since centuries, and this is creating a disease. And from a scientific point of view, we treat it as a virus-induced inflammation of the body, and that's how we have to see it. Whether there's any conspiracy behind this or any lab-created abnormalities of virus mutations, I think that's unknown, but it doesn't change the way we should deal and need to treat the disease right now.
Dr. Ernst von Schwartz, good to talk to you again, sir. Thanks for joining us here on Fox 11.